What's up, rock stars? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with the review for Love and Hip Hop New York, Season 10, Episode 9, I believe it is, you guys. Still hurting. So hurt about this stuff with Kobe. It is just going to take a minute to get past it. It's just still so devastating, you guys. It is just so devastating. Anyway, let's get to the review, shall we? All right, you guys, so let's start with Jimmy, since that ain't really nothing. He's at a cooking class, and he has Joe go down there, meet him so that they can chop it up, shoot the shits. Joe said that he's been trying to get him on the podcast for the longest, so this will be a good way for them to connect. Now, why is Jimmy at a cooking class? He says because Chrissy misses him, you know, when he's away at his weed business. So since he travels so much to LA, he realizes that some things have fallen through the cracks. So this is the best way to kind of reconnect with her. You know, he's gonna cook a dinner for her, cook a meal for her. I thought that was nice, you guys. Joe says, yeah, she probably feels like you've abandoned her. And he says, yeah, I get it. So he's trying to do something about it. As far as Joe and his woman problems, he says that really the only people that should really be concerned about anything that goes on in his relationship is him, his baby mama, and his child. Other than that, everything else is just noise. That's right. It's just noise. So Joe can't even be concerned about everything else that's going on. I don't know what that was supposed to mean. You know, is he trying to get back with Sin? Is he not trying to get? I was confused by that, but whatever. Later on, we see that Jimmy, he's decided to have date night. He's got it all romantical in the house. And he is making dumplings for his girl. She comes down there. Oh, baby, what is this? Okay, this is like a 5-star restaurant. Okay, he's making dumplings for her. I'm sorry, should I say dumpling? Okay, just one. So she sits down and she cuts into her shrimp dumpling, and she's impressed. This is actually pretty good. Okay, even though we ain't really good looking at Chrissy, we know she ain't gonna get full off of one dumpling. Bitch, I needs me a plate. Okay, shit, I ain't fucking around with this one dumpling anyway. It's just the thought that counts, right? Yeah, she's happy that he's done this, because she even says that she does miss him, even though they, you know, were apart for them 3 years. And even though she was kind of mad at him about the foreclosure, they've just moved on. So we in a better place right now. So then they get into a really interesting conversation about marriage. And, Chrissy says, you know, we've been together 1,000,000 years, and you know, she proposed to him, he proposed to her, you know, they still haven't gotten married, and she's gotten to the point where she don't even really want to get married now, because what is it going to change? Okay, ask some of these people out here that's having legal problems or finding themselves in certain issues, in certain circumstances that they wouldn't be had they been married to their spouse, you know, or their significant other, I should say. Look at things that happen when someone passes. Look at things that happen when it goes south. There are many reasons that protect you when you get married. So, I mean, it's cool if you don't want to get married. Nobody is saying that you have to get married. There's plenty of people who just have lifelong relationships with somebody, and that's fine too, because it's all about the commitment. But there are times when you really need to legally protect yourself, and some of these states don't legally protect somebody that's just been together for 1,000,000 years. Okay, so that's something to think about. But it's funny because Jimmy says now he thinks that they should get married because they owe it to each other, and again, Chrissy says she doesn't feel like they have to do it. Just make sure that you guys are making the best decisions for you guys. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, I am definitely for marriage, but I'm also for, if it shit just ain't working out like that we ain't got to force it. Okay, yeah, don't get married to the wrong person. So if you gotta stay single, and if that keeps your sanity, then you do that. And they seem to be happy right now, so I guess she's saying if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now we see Fresher with a PH. Okay, he's still at Mama house. But Jen has called him and told him to come over to the house, because Jen got to talk to him about this bitch Jada that she went to go talk to. She said that even though Jada told her some shit that was foul and she went off on her, when she calmed down, she realized that her problem ain't really with this bitch. It's with her nigga. I said, exactly. Okay. So he comes over. She won't let him in the house. We're going to talk outside. Now, what is going on with you and Jada? Did you tell her that you love her? Okay, now Fresher with a PH is mad that she went over there and confronted the girl. Because he said that he was going to handle this like he handles everything else. Oh, God, Minnie. So he tells her the stuff that went on down with Jada is personal business. He's trying to fix it. Don't get herself involved. And, of course, Jen flies off the handle because that's what she does. So tell me, what exactly is y'all relationship then, Fresher with a PH? He starts laughing. She said, you better get that fucking smile off your face. What the hell is so funny? What is y'all relationship? Did you tell her that you love her? Tell me what you said to her. Did you tell her you loved her? He was like, wash the hands, wash the hands. I was like, why? What you gonna do? Fresher with a PH? Nothing. She was going off. Answer me. I said, girl, like we said last week, will you let this man cheat in peace? Okay, because you ain't doing nothing. You ain't going nowhere. This has been 20 years of this bullshit. You still doing it with him. Why would he be any different? Okay, but I guess this is par for the course. This is what they do. Okay, I'm sure they neighbors is fucking sick of them. I wish these old ghetto ass motherfuckers would go some damn where. So she's going off on him, you know, the crazy 88. He had to come in there and try to calm it down. He says that Jada is lying, that he was telling her any and everything that he had to tell her just so, you know, they could avoid a situation like this. And she still went behind his back and confronted Jen. And I said, Jen, now the nigga just right there said that he lied to this girl. Okay, you got your proof. He said it. All right, even though what he lied about might not be what he's saying there, but this Negro is obviously lying to that girl, lying to you. We going through all of this. What else do you want to happen here? Okay, so of course she say she through and she going back in her house and he could take it on back to mama house. I said, I don't even know why you going through all this. So that Fresher is not cute. I looked at him, every angle, nigga. I was like, oh, that motherfucker is about 4 different colors. He needed chemical peel, shit. Anyway, later on, he decides that he gonna go and sit down and talk to Pap and Safari because, you know, they're the married men on the show and he can get some good advice from them. I said, no, you can't, because Safari just got in this game and we still ain't forgot about that Gabby bitch, even if they want to act like it didn't never happen. So Safari, the jury is still out on him. But Pap, okay, we sit down. It's real corny. What the fuck is wrong with Safari? Why is he screaming so much? Maybe I just don't have the patience for it this week. But I was just like, all this shit. And, you know, he loves being married and all of this. What Gabby thinks, shit. Fresher with a PH tell him that now that he's trying to get his life together, that all of his old women is coming out the woodwork and trying to mess up his family thing. Pap says, well, what exactly is going on? Well, you know, there's this girl that, you know, he was involved with. How long ago was that? About a year ago. Okay, but him and Jen, you know, we on and off. I was just like, nigga, she always on if you ask her. You was off, I guess, when you was fucking around with this Jada girl. So it's been a year. You ain't told Jen none of that. But that's neither here nor there. He said it was about a year ago, and now she done approached her girl. You know, his girl, you know, approached his shorty and was saying that she owe him, he owes her some money. So Safari was like, they was like, well, how much money is it? $70,000? Safari was like, what? The girl saying that he owe her this money and she been getting in touch with Jen, and, you know, she just really making a mess for him now that he's trying to be so right. So Pap says, well, you're gonna have to approach the other girl, okay, and you're gonna have to get it clear with her. Let her know that I'm all about my family right now. I said, yeah, Fresher with a PH, let her know that. Okay, you ain't told all of the story, and we don't even know all the story, and I'm sure you ain't told all of the story. What about this I love you business? Left that out conveniently. But Safari tells him, you know, now that he sat down with Pap and he done got the blessings from Pap and now he's a married man, you know, he all blessed and everything. The same thing will happen to Fresher with a PH. He's going to take Pap's advice and he's going to go and have a conversation with Jada. Jada's at the studio. He walks in. We see right away that Jada has feelings for Fresher with a PH. I said, girl, This what would have happened to Janoski if she even cared about Fresher with a PH. She didn't care about him. Jada actually has feelings for this man. So she asked him, let me ask you, am I groupie? Okay, am I a trick? And he was just like, why you gotta be ugly like this? And I was like, no, nigga, why you gotta be ugly like this? He was like, look, Jada, I told you I needed time. She said, I gave you enough time, a year. I gave you a year. I said, well, that's ample enough time to me. What was the problem? Okay, the problem is he done spent all his damn money. He got to work on some things to get it back to her. She says, well, you know what? Let's go over the list of what you need to pay me back. And he agrees to that. So let's sit down and talk about it. So she come up with the numbers, you know, a promo, you know, radio time, okay, video shoot, okay, pain and suffering. All right, $40,000. He says, what about 35? Nigga, 40,000. You ain't even got 5,000. So what a difference is that gonna make? $40,000 for all of my damn pain and suffering and what you owe me. She's so frustrated with him. She was like, I was honest with you. I told you that somebody had did this to me, took all my money, and then you turned around and you did the exact same thing. He was like, well, you know, you right. We did some things that we wasn't supposed to do. You know, we had sex. And child, it was like it was a knife through her heart. I said, girl, keep it together. You on camera. So that's what it was. It was just sex. I said, yeah, Fresher, we want to know too. Exactly what was it? I'm sure Jen is at the house like, what you say? He not answering at first, you know, even in his confession, the producer was like, so do you love Jada? And he's like, is this what we doing now? Yeah, motherfucker, this is what we doing. This is what we do on this show. See, you get paid to sit up here and talk to the confessional and tell us what it is. So yes, do you love her? He takes his mic off and he leaves, okay? I guess they've just added that extra drama of bringing in the production team, I guess, right? So, fine. But she want to know. So it was just sex, and he says, well, you know, we made some mistakes. You know, we did fall in love. And I said, oh boy, when that Jen the groupie slayer finds out about that. He tells her that he's all about his family now. I said, isn't that convenient? Well, your family ain't all about you. Probably is. He ain't got to worry about Jen. She ain't going nowhere. Well, since you all about your damn family, get this girl back her money 4 tones. Now, Erica, you know, she says that now that she's a married woman, you know, she can concentrate fully on her baby. She's at the little baby store looking at the cute little baby clothes. She meets Tahiri there. And, you know, they talk about how beautiful the wedding was. And speaking of the wedding, what about this wedding crasher, Jonathan being there? And Erica's like, okay, isn't it crazy that Jonathan would come? First of all, he was with Yandy, and Yandy didn't even have a +1. So why did Yandy feel that it was okay to even bring somebody with her? Okay, but you know what, Erica's not even gonna worry about it. She's not even gonna worry about it because she's turned over this new leaf. It's all about, you know, this centering herself and not fighting with all of these bum-ass men and women's. Tahiri says that Jonathan was starting up all of the crap with the Joe and the sin shit, you know, and all of a sudden Tahiri is just above it because, you know, she just feels like it's all Jonathan. I mean, Jonathan is a mess. Jonathan definitely is messy, okay, involving himself. But, you know, we just still not gonna never forget that Tahiri was playing into it as well. But she tells Erica how Joe did confront Jonathan and tell him, like, you know, you don't need to be involved in our shit. And he just swears that he gonna get involved whenever his friends or, you know, feelings are involved. If he can keep somebody from getting hurt, then he's gonna do that. Well, whatever. Erica can't worry herself about it. Now, Erica is going to have a birthday party and she's gonna invite them all. Because like I just said, she's above all this, you know. It's all about the zen and the centering of herself. So Jonathan can come, Sin can come, Tahiri can come. Hey, everybody can come. You get a party, you get a party, you get a party. And we already know how that'll go. But anyway, we see Sin. She's at her apartment. She says that nothing makes her happier than getting all dolled up sexily and cooking for somebody that she loves. And it turns out that is old Jonathan's old messy ass. He tells her about the wedding, how beautiful it was, how much fun it was. Also about this confrontation with Tahiri and Joe when him and Yandy got there. They were out front. Oh, really? What were they doing? Throwing rice? Okay. Sin, quit acting like you don't care, girl. You know you care a little bit. No, but Tahiri did kind of confront him, and she really wanted Joe to have like some sort of reaction. I'm thinking to myself, like, wasn't Sin at the wedding? I swear I thought I saw pictures of her at the wedding when when people were posting it on social media, like that day that it happened. I almost impositive that she was at that wedding, but it doesn't fit into the storyline, so she has to act like she wasn't there. But am I tripping, or was she in a picture? Because I think I saw a picture of her, Joe, and somebody else. And he definitely had on that hat and his suit. Yeah, I feel like she was there. But anyway, she's clueless as far as today is concerned. So anyway, yeah, Tahiri just wanted Joe to have a reaction, you know. She's like, oh, really? You know, did he have his hat on? Yeah. So, you know, oh, you got to do reaction, you know, do a replay of what he did. So, you know, Joe was just like, why don't you just mind your fucking business? Sin said, Jonathan, listen, Tahiri don't move nothing over here, okay? Whatever Tahiri got going on over there, it ain't got no bearing on what happens over on this side. So you really ain't even got to get yourself all riled up for it. I don't really respect her because when me and Joe got together, you know, she was always in the comments saying some slick shit about him. Now all of a sudden, you know, the A's Boon Coons and thinking about trying to get together, or, you know, at least open to the fact that Erica might be trying to put her with Joe. Like, she was just like, I ain't thinking about Tahiri. Jonathan says, well, you know, Erica's having a party, a birthday party, and Senna's gonna be there, and you know, she wants you to come with me. She invited, and Sen was like, really? Yep. Oh, this is going to be strange. So I'm going to my ex's party, and my ex's ex is going to be there as well. Okay. I said, look at all these strange bedfellows. Maybe you guys should quit fucking around with the same people you hang around and work with. Speaking of Tahiri, we see her. She's a little troubled because she went to her regular mammogram appointment and it's come back unclear. I'm not sure if this is her first mammogram, but the same thing happened to me on my first mammogram. I had to go back. I was stressed out. Okay, and it turns out that they really need to get a baseline of what your titties look like, what the well, I want to call it material, what the tissue is in there. So then once they have a baseline and they know exactly what your breasts look like and do, then they won't think that, you know, maybe just a more dense part of your breast is not a lump or some sort of cyst, or, you know. So that's probably what the situation is, but I can understand why she's nervous. Because she's, you know, as soon as you hear you got to come back for a test, bitch, you be writing your own damn obituary. So I did feel kind of sorry for her. But that's all, you guys. Because we get to this birthday party now. Erica's birthday party. She says that, you know, she's going to let Safari take the lead because, you know, up to now, he's just all about Erica Mena. And they get into the party, and Safari's old corny ass has pictures of himself all over the place. He got a picture of just him and Erica, like, over in the corner, you know. And so she's looking around, and she was like, well, is this your album release party? He was like, no, this is our party. You know, yours is mine, mine is yours. She was like, well, bitch, I can't even see me. It's like, where's Waldo up in this bitch? Even Tahiri, who's there, you know, comments on just Safari's pictures, and Yandy comes, and Yandy was like, well, I thought this was Erica's party. And then Erica does that real sickening and tiring pout of her lips, and then she's about to start crying, and I was just like, I cannot. If this is going to be another one of them kind of scenes, I'm not fucking fixing to watch this shit, okay? But, Safari corrects it right away. You know, he says that he just thinks it's her hormones. I can admit that I was a bit hormonal when I was pregnant, but not to this extent, you guys. I hate when people just really just magnify the fact that you're pregnant. You know, this is what your body was built for. Yes, people do have their issues, but not every damn body. And you don't just go around crying every 15 fucking minutes. I'm so sick of them. Had a fucking baby. Shit, bitch just crazy on her own, you know. So anyway, he gets up there and he says that he loves her. He says a speech and he has a song and he sings some song, and all is well in the world again. Okay, that's her Safari. He's so charming. I say he's so corny, and so are you. You guys are cornballs, but you seem to love each other. So child, if y'all like it, I love it. And then to top it off, he brings her a puppy. Okay, this is Badman. All right, she wants everybody to meet Batman, and he takes the baby. I mean, she takes the dog, and they all happy. Fine. Also, we see Jonathan walk in with Sin, and Sin says it is kind of a little strange, you know, to be there. But her and Erica, since it seems like they turned the page, that, you know, this is a good thing. She's at this party, so they walk in. And as soon as Tahiri sees, she, oh, you know what? I am really not here for the drama today. Why it gotta be drama? Why you gotta be drama? Because Jonathan is there, girl, I know. But still, it don't really have to be drama, you know? Sin goes up to Erica and speaks to her, and then she goes over to where Yandy and Tahiri and them are, and Yandy says, you know, I think it's really good that you would come to Erica's party. I know you guys have history and all of that. And she was like, yeah, me and Erica are fine. Her presence does push Tahiri over the edge. Tahiri's already stressed out because she feels like Yandy took a little shot at her when Yandy was talking about finding her sexy and that her man is coming back home, you know, and that, you know, she got to send him over to her house, you know, whatever she said about her sleeping with him. And she was like, I don't want to sleep with your man. And Yandy was like, girl, I was just playing. Okay. Tahiri's like, why everybody think I want to sleep with their man? What is that? A hit dog holler? You know, you looking around, you're nervous because somebody said something to you. They was making a joke. Even though I didn't really get the joke, but maybe I missed a part of it. You guys can correct me. I'm sure somebody will. But whatever. When Sin gets over there, Tahiri gets stressed out. And she starts to talk to Jonathan, but it's sort of like in code. Like, so Sin is trying, Tahiri is telling Sin, what I think she's trying to say is, look, girl, I don't know what Jonathan told you, but I don't really want Joe like that. Okay, Jonathan is putting 20 on 10 and making a mess of things, but that is not what she says. And what she starts saying to Sin actually doesn't make any sense to me, okay? And Sin is just like, what is going on here? Now, Jonathan, he has an idea what she's trying to say, even though it's not coming out right, but he's acting like he's clueless as well. Now, Sin tells her, Tahiri, I don't have a problem with you, so you don't have to worry about me, even though you do have a little bit of a problem with her, because you just said that you have a problem with her because she gets slick about your man in the comments. So is it a bother or is it not? Is there a problem or is it not? Okay, let's just be truthful right here. But anyway, Tahiri is mad because Jonathan is acting clueless and not kind of, and not saying what it is. And she's all, you know, I can't believe, you know, Jonathan, you trying to act like you're not a part of this. And he was just like, I don't know what you're talking about. And she was just like, what is it with you, stupid? And he was like, you know what? I'm going to take the stupid. I'm going to take the stupid because when it comes to name calling, I'm going to hurt your feelings. I said, oh, he done turned into a damn mafia or something. Even though I think Jonathan probably would talk pretty bad about her, he all of a sudden feels sorry for her. Obviously, she's going through something. Come on, mama, tell us what it is. Tahiri's not going to tell him. You know, she's worried about her breast. Okay, but she can't tell him that. So instead, she's just acting a fool at the party and nobody really knows why. Even Erica was like, Tahiri don't never get mad like this. So something must really be going on. I said, girl, ain't nothing going on. She just wilding out, goes up to the cameraman. When you stop filming, okay, stop filming me, and pushes the camera. I said, listen here, Mona. These camera people, the production crew, do not get paid to get beat up on or told what to do by the fucking cast. Okay, I'm getting pretty sick of everybody going up to the cameraman and going up to the producers and saying whatever they got to say when we on a damn show. Can you tighten that shit up? We see what happened when supposedly Nene pushed that camera back in the cameraman's face and bust his teeth out. Okay, then we gonna be worried about lawsuits. You better tell the people to quit touching on them damn camera people. That shit would get on my nerves if I was camera motherfucker. I am here filming you. Don't tell me to stop filming. Alright, you guys, that is it. Going on to Love and Hip Hop Miami. You guys make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Rocks, the channel's Sports Rocks, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright, so I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.